Young Turks in its brand new avatar. We've just turned 100 and it's time to bring in a breath of fresh air. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be putting the spotlight on young Indian achievers who've made a real difference to the lives of people across India. We're talking about young social entrepreneurs. I'm Shireen Bhan and joining me on the show is Anita Balagopalan. Hi Anita.
Hi Shireen. We have 3 guests in Mumbai this week. Shweta, Swati and Sunisha, who with Toy Bank are trying to bring some joy into some children's lives. You'll find out more about them later on the show. For now, it's back to Shireen. Welcome back to Young Turks. 3 girls just out of college were toying with the idea of making their lives more meaningful. And that's when over lunch, Shweta, Sunisha and Swati came up with the idea of Toy Bank. It's the end of a working day, but it's time for Shweta, Swati and Sunisha to begin their work. Shweta, who works at a food supplier company, Sunisha at an advertising agency and Swati at a graphic design studio, meet in the evening over a snack to plan their next distribution. The 3 are the core team at Toy Bank, an organization that's involved in distribution of toys to children in orphanages, schools or hospitals. I know it all started in Stomach Restaurant. Can you tell me how exactly the idea of Toy Bank came together? Who was the brains behind it and how did it come together?
Actually, I told them the idea about Toy Bank. It struck me when I was doing my engineering and there was no time and scope to do much during those days. Although I tried to go out and do social work, but I couldn't be consistent. So I told them the idea.
So what was your idea to begin with? It was just let's get together, let's help some kids out, or what was the idea?
I wanted to go out and actually give them toys, interact with them on a different level. And I personally felt that toys was a medium or a channel through which I could hit at some point in their hearts and find out really why they are the way they are and why can't we change certain things. And that's why the toys idea struck me.
Sunisha, you were telling me about, once she gave you the idea, there were emails sent out to all your friends and all of that, and you were absolutely amazed by the response?
Absolutely. It absolutely started like a revolution was taking place and we had absolutely no idea. We said, just first inform us, what do you think about the idea? And before we even got the response, there were toys pouring it from every end of the world. People calling out and saying, Arey, we have collected it at our office, come and pick it up from my home. Come and pick it up from my building.
You're a graphic designer. So what was your contribution in the whole thing?
I've designed a pamphlet and we sent it to all our friends and our friends sent it to other friends and all, and we got so much of response through that. And I've designed our visiting cards and all.
Toy Bank, which is now in the process of being registered as an NGO, started without a clear focus and more fired by schoolgirl idealism than a long-term plan. It was after the first distribution that the 3 girls realized that even when they give toys to children, it has to be done in style. Toys collected are now all washed, cleaned, gift wrapped and sorted out according to the kids' age groups and likes and dislikes.
We plan the whole day out with the NGOs that we collaborate with. So it's like we decide the venue. This is the place we're going to distribute toys. Fine. So how many kids? Everything is studied, the age group, all that. Now the distribution actually happens towards the end of the day. The first half is all on, it's like a dance party session. We interact one-on-one with these kids. We let them come out, extemporary, talk, whatever they want to talk, dance, sing, whatever their talents are. And we let them know a few things about hygiene, education per se. And also, other than that, we get the bigger kids to interact with the younger ones. Although we give away toys to each one individually, but we make it a point to let them know that it's about sharing it with your friends also.
We have also had a whole lot of learning experiences. Like when we go for a distribution, we generally tend to ask these kids what do they want to become when they grow up. So, and then accordingly, if a child wants to become a doctor, if we have a stethoscope or medical kit, we give it to them. So during one such distribution, this kid came up and he said, I want to become a police inspector. So, okay, we had a gun, so we gave the gun to him. After three, four kids, another kid came up and he asked, I want a gun as well. So I said, okay, fine, we gave the gun. And then we asked, बड़े होके तुम क्या करोगे? तो मैं तो गुंडा बनूंगा. Now, this situation we really had not anticipated. So after that we have learned that we'd rather stay away from guns, anything that promotes violence.
How many people are you working at Toy Bank right now? Because there's the three of you and you've got to keep it running even when you go off to study your MBA, for example.
We are, of course, the three core. But other than us, there is a huge team of the remaining 7. There is Namit who makes the website. There is Bikram who is helping us from the US. There are a lot of people, Swapnil. So the team is like endless. And Devendra, they actually find time out, help us wrap the toys. Now that's a huge session because we're like wrapping 500 toys before the distribution, and 3 of us can't do everything. And that's the team effort. And then during the distribution, we're almost 20 to 25 of us.
Have you got plans to make this more organized, to get Toy Bank registered, to open it up as an NGO, to get formal funds and move beyond giving toys and just in maybe Mumbai or some cities of India?
The registration is in process, and as for taking it further ahead, we have selected a group of children and we plan to study them properly. Like the Toy Bank's main aim is not just giving a toy. It should be the overall development of the child per se.
What about funds? I mean, are you looking at getting a more regular stream of funding so that it becomes less of a, say, charity and more of a actual organization?
Right now we are not taking funds as such. If someone wants to give funds and all, we are asking, you can pay for petrol or you can pay for something else like that.
In kind,
yeah.
But in the future we do intend to have a more broader aspect as such.
Okay. Charity or, so the social sectors, everyone's like, oh, it's charitable work and you'll are do-gooders. Because you'll are not, people who are obviously also working professionally.
Yes, we party as well.
Yes, we are heavily into rock. We have time for everything. That's the one thing that Sunisha, Swati, we keep discussing all the time. There is time for everything. We go for rock gigs. We attend every damn concert possible. She must have attended like 100 concerts. She keeps collecting with me. Yes. And we're not going out of the way to do anything spectacular. This is ordinary, in fact. If we, at this age, in our 20s, don't do anything, what the hell are we going to do in our 30s and 40s? We'll be too lazy and tired by then.
It was the love of music that first got Sunisha and Shweta together as they both went for violin classes. Swati, who's the quietest of the three, was drawn in by Sunisha, with whom she worked for a bit. Now, even as Shweta plans to study further, the three are banking on Toy Bank to continue with its good work.
Actually, in MBA, it's going to be more of social entrepreneurship. That's what I want to study later. Okay. And I don't know what I want to do. I mean, if I knew what I was going to do, then I'd really get bored. So which is why I am like this. I've been like this all my life.
Which is actually one of the reasons why you started Toy Bank, because you were feeling this need to do something.
And I've been very, very consistent with probably only Toy Bank in all my years so far, and will probably be for the rest of my life.
Okay, all the best for Toy Bank and your individual careers. Okay, with that, it's time to head into a short break, but coming up on the other side, we'll find out more about our young Turks.
Hard work.
Know something of everything and everything of that something.
It is important, but not everything.
That's it then on this edition of Young Turks. As always, write to us, youngturks@tv18online.com. That's our email address. Drop us a line. Tell us what you thought of our show. Remember, this month we're putting the spotlight on young Indian achievers who are focusing on social entrepreneurship. If you've got people in mind, send us their profiles and we'll feature them on the show. Catch us again, same time, same place next week. Till then, from all of us here, goodbye. Thanks for watching.